Okay, what's up guys? I'm going to be going over this quick video. I'm going to try to keep it short. I did not make something for, I believe it was December. But I'm just going to go over, they have a meeting tomorrow, so I just need to get this through right now. So I'm going to go over everything that happened pretty much from the last rate hike in December 14th all the way up until now, the 30th. And then what's going to happen tomorrow. So, as you can see on my screen right here, we're on Sunday the 31st. I'm going to actually go back to the 14th when they decided to basically, just do everything that they would. So we're back here on December the 13th right here. They had a decision, I believe it was right here. On that, it was either that Wednesday or that Thursday. We're just looking for U.S. news real quick. I believe it was, right there. I believe it was FOMC meeting. Somewhere over here. We're just going to go over what the rate was that they did. They did not increase in that point in time, but they went over jobless claims, they went over retail sales, as you can see here, high impact mood, they went over the mortgage rate. The 13th of December was 6.29, 30 year was 7.0, and actual came out at 6.95. Pretty much this was the date that they said, okay, the interest rates are going to stay the same, we're not going to raise, and then they were giving us some information about how 2024 is going to look. There was some inclination that they might cut the rates 3 times. Other people saying they might cut as much as 6, but they pretty much said in their meeting, their policy meeting, that they're pretty much going to cut in 2024. So that was the last FOMC meeting. Now, since then, nothing really has gone over from, I'll go through it week by week, I'll go through it, pretty much just go through what happened for them, because remember we had Christmas that occurred, so any written news I'm looking for. They had a 6-month bill auction on their T-bills, and I'll tell you what happened in January. That was pretty much a shocker. This was pretty much 20 came around. They went over MBA mortgage refinance and 30-year mortgage rates. Rates in December 15th, negative 1.7, 1.5. The 21st, I believe they had some. GDP came out there. GDP says Q3. These are all Q3 numbers that they were tracking during that period, right before 2024 started. These are Philly Fed new orders, Kansas Fed, manufacturing day, bill auction. The rates for mortgages, 30 or 15. That was the 22nd. That was pretty much right before Christmas ended that week, and then I'm just going to show you what happened. You can see here Saturday, there was nothing going on here. Sunday, okay, and then pretty much what happened from that period, from when Christmas ended, they had New Year's. There was no news really because nothing was really going on. Then the first came, so we'll go to that. So we'll go here. Why? Usually when the year ends, it kind of just stops after Christmas, and then they start back up around the 3rd or the 4th. You see Japan had that bank holiday, and we had the 2nd, that's when everything opened back up again, 3-month bill auction, 6-month bill auction. And this is when they started to speak again. You see the Fed Market speech on that Wednesday, and they were going over these rates again. And they had the FOMC minutes on the 3rd, and currently we're at the 30th, so they did not raise, and tomorrow they're going to be having a meeting. They're expected not to raise again. The suggestion is that they're not going to raise any. They're not going to cut until probably May or June. If you want to track that, you just go to a certain website. It's Fed Watch Tool, CME Watch Tool. Just Google it. Then we got GBP going over their mortgage group of market lending, 5-year bonds auction. Then we're going over, looks like we're going over job claims, and you're checking out unemployment rate. Unemployment still stayed the same, and nothing really changed. This is more gasoline stock exchange, gold buildup, they're really checking those rates because as they start to, even if there's some good news, they're going to really start to like bring down those rates. Not the interest rate, but the mortgage rates. Because as soon as like January, I think it was like January 1st or 2nd, I checked online and I saw that these mortgage lenders started like bringing their rates down. And you can see it right here. The rates were higher before. They just started going down like that at the beginning of the year. It was pretty quick. Anytime there's good news, usually that kind of stuff kind of happens pretty quick. I believe Poland already started cutting rates. That was what I've heard. And that week, that was the, looks like that was the 5th. That was the first week. That was the first week. You see, we had an unemployment rate on payroll. Unemployment rate again. Came in at 3.7. Epiphany. Then there was nothing going on here. So basically this is what they're still doing right now. They're going to have a meeting. They're not going to cut tomorrow. They're going to pause again. And right now we just had taxes just open up again. So now they have to collect all the data again. And everybody has to submit their tax returns. There's a few changes that include tax credits that's been assembled for children. If you guys want, I can give you a little bit more update on that. Just let me know. But yeah, we're pretty much just tracking that. I'm going to go over really quick again on the current interest rates right now for the U.S. like I always do, just to give you guys know what's going on. So right now, we got the Federal Reserve at 5.5. Last meeting, next meeting, 17 hours away. Bank of England, 5.25, and that's pretty much. I just checked UK. I checked China. China's right now at 3.45. Let's just see if I can see Poland right now. I will go over it real quick because they might have a different. National Bank of Poland at 5.75. Higher than the US, but yeah. And then you just see the mortgage 30-year rate right now. Latest release says 6.6, 6.69. Next release is on the 1st. So this is the trend of data that's showing, okay. This is what happened. This is the trend of data. Now, it was as high as in November. Now, as you can see, the rates for mortgage, the 30 years coming down. Now, this means that these rates are going to start to come down right now because they basically just get good news. Now, remember, when they start cutting, the home prices are going to start to skyrocket because they had rates so high for so long. And they pretty much were screwing over homeowners a little bit because they couldn't really do much. But now, when they start cutting, anybody that has a home, their value of the home will really go up. And then the real estate market is going to, the market for buying homes is going to be higher. So just watch that trend. If you guys want me to talk about anything else, let me know. But this is what I'm giving you guys. So, what do I see coming out next week? Next week is the 1st February, and they're still trying to fight inflation, as they said. But actually, I will go over what happened actually in, it was like, I think right before they had a meeting, because remember, the economy was pretty much supposed to crash. The U.S., basically the government was supposed to default. They were supposed to lose everything, so they had to make a decision before, I think it was the 18th of January. So right before then, they decided to sell a bunch of T-bills. Let me see if I can actually get it real quick. One moment. So I'm gonna grab that.